The fact that silver is in very short supply only begins to set the stage for the compelling case for silver. It's also important to note that the world is more and more dependent on silver and its unique properties.
Silver is really a digital metal. Very few people understand that silver is used in virtually every digital product, from cameras, digital cameras, to computers, to laptops. All chips have silver in them. Silver is the most conductive metal. So it's used in all things electrical and electronic. That whole industry sector is almost new, but it's growing like mad. So there's a huge driver of silver. In fact, the biggest driver of silver right now is electronics and electrical applications. Incredible growth, double-digit growth.
Electronics has clearly been the most exciting growth area for silver use, because that's really where the ounces have been most significantly added. And you're seeing silver incorporated in a wide range of devices, anything from keypads to screens, to mobile phone shielding. There's significant uses for silver which have been developed in recent years, and as the number of those devices increases, as production of these devices increases, so does the silver usage increase significantly. It does have a myriad of uses which essentially are derived from its very special properties, and these, I think, are only going to grow in future.
It's used in water purification. It's used in air purification in hospitals. Huge new applications in the health field for silver. That's a neat application, very unique to silver, because it kills bacteria, but it's perfectly harmless to mammals, such as people. Silver it has enormous prospects in superconductivity, a brand new way of conducting large amounts of electricity in very small spaces. So Detroit today is powered by superconductors, which go through the conduits in downtown Detroit, and that is an industry that has potential to just explode. Those superconducting wires are sheathed in silver. Why silver? Because it's unique again. What it does to the superconductor technology is unique to silver. So it's used in large amounts in that industry, which is a growing industry.
You've got the electronics uses, which is sort of the most amazing thing about silver, because it ends up being in the camera that's taking our picture. It ends up being in the CD that picture, that video goes onto. It ends up being in the washing machine, the all of the electronics that you have in your house. Everything will have that has electrical components will have a bit of silver.
If you look back over a decade or so, what you find was industrial demand is around 35% of the total silver market. Today, the industrial demand is around 45% of the silver demand. And what that means is that it's the fastest growing segment, and it's the most important segment from the standpoint of most of the applications in industrial demand are not retrievable economically to get the silver back out.
Silver right now has just the strongest wind behind it. Silver is a little different than other metals for two reasons. Firstly, on the demand side, silver is both a precious metal like gold, and it's also an industrial metal like zinc and copper and nickel. It's a precious metal. It follows the price of gold, usually. It tends to be a haven kind of currency. It's used as money in much of the world's history. So it's a true precious metal, and it'll rise and fall with global concerns. It tends to be inversely correlated, for example, with the US dollar right now. So it will tend to follow gold, and all the forces that are in the gold market right now are very strong. I would not be surprised to see gold hit $1,000 this cycle at all. Lots of strength behind gold, and thus, because silver is a precious metal, plenty of strength behind silver as a precious metal, as money. But happily, unlike gold, silver is also a very, very, very important industrial metal. It's used in I look around this room, it's used in 1,000 different places. It's used in televisions, cameras, cell phones, batteries, computers, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of different applications, which are vital ingredients of our industrial life. 45% of silver use is industrial. So as the world expands, as industrial production grows, that stimulates demand for silver. So it's got great forces right now. As Asia is expanding, as Europe is expanding, 2005 was, I think, one of the strongest global growth years, in decades. Very, very good for silver because it's used in all of these industrial applications.